Hey guys, so we're giving you a tour of our brand new spanking acquisition. We're actually right in Jacksonville today to close this deal down. What we're going to do is we just wanted to give you a tour right from the start, show you a couple of the properties, and give you an idea of how we are bringing value to this community and upgrading it.
Boardwalk Wealth, where we take good homes and make them great.
So right off the start, we're going to update this sign. You know, it's a great sign. It's a very corporate looking sign. We want this to be more of a community-like feeling. So we're going to be a more homely, more nice, brighter sign. Then when we come in right over here, as you can see over here, we've got these fantastic trees. And I love trees. But what we're going to do is we're going to trim a lot of these trees so aesthetically they look a lot more pleasing. Add some mulch and a little more flower beds here, so when you approach, you just feel nicer. You know, it feels like a home. It feels like a community. And small little stuff like, you know, guys, this stuff, this is complex stuff. Like when you come here, you see that apartment, you add accent paints, you add a fresh coat of paint, you add accent paints, you kind of clean up a little bit on the side. As you know what happens, suddenly your tenant base is happier because now they have a home. They don't have a rented place. When they invite their friends, they feel like it's a home. You know, it's a very nice feeling when you have a nice home. So when you do that, what happens when you add all this value to a community, when you upgrade the community, your tenants stay longer. You add more value, families are happier. And as investors, we are happy because we get a great return for our money. Hey guys, I'm with Wally from Beach River Landscapes here and Janet from Centerbeam. And they're going to tell you how we're going to revitalize the pool, what kind of TLC we're going to do. Over to you guys.
Go ahead, Janet.
Well, the first thing that when I look at this pool area is it definitely needs a facelift. Upgraded furniture, more landscaping, outdoor kitchen that could be located over on the other side of the pool with a covered area. And then as you can see, there is this fencing that's along the back side of the pool. The majority of it can be removed and we can expand the pool deck area back and create a small private patio for the apartment that's located there. Landscaping is key for this pool area and we want it to have a tropic feel. So Wally would be the expert in telling us what would be the best to plant in this area that obviously will need the irrigation that is supplied here, but that also will survive without having a lot of preventative maintenance.
Yeah, so the pool is definitely my favorite part. I mean, you guys have an amazing hardscape here. So the whole paver deck system really sets the entire place off. So just a few things is what's great is you have irrigation in this area. Yeah. So that's phenomenal. Definitely need to bring grass. We need to lift up the trees, trim up all the palm trees, designate some tropical landscaping that'll do good in the area. Either modify that fence down or the possibility of removing it and replacing it with something, you know, a lot shorter. Yeah. But landscaping, as Janet said, that's going to be key. That's definitely, at least you have the irrigation here. So the possibilities are pretty limitless when it comes to the landscaping.
So Janet, please tell us, like, what do you see right here? Tell us something about
this simple area. It just needs to be cleaned up. I would relocate the dumpster area and go to the corner of the parking lot and eliminate this old wood fencing and just clean it out and use it for parking, because eventually you're going to want to open this up to more of an amenity area for your residents.
And we can show them this place, right? We've got all this land at the back, guys. This great trees. I mean, look, if you live in Dallas, trust me, you're going to love this. But what we're going to do is clean up a lot of this area, add a dog park, and add a little recreational area. Yes. But what are some of the challenges do you think we're going to face or potentially we can have?
Well, we just want to make sure that we are going to be able to remove some of the vegetation that's back here. You know, we'd have to obviously check with the city to make sure that we are allowed to do so. Once we have the okay and have the green light, then we just need to make sure that the area is built up so it's not wet. You know, because if you're going to be putting in a dog park area, you know, you're going to have dogs running in it. You don't want to create muddy messes that they're going to be bringing home with them.
Oh yeah, I know all about that.
Some of the things that we can do to improve the property would be what should be obvious to most of us, and that would be things that have just been neglected over obviously the years, and that would be, this is probably 4 or 5 years worth of, palm tree neglect. Nobody's trimmed anything. Lifting up the palm trees, I mean, aesthetically is a massive improvement. The walkway, bring a walkway about 4 to 5 feet wide, something people can jog or ride bikes on. Bring it around the entire property through here using like a driveway gravel. And we can just extend it. Fortunately, you have enough room around the entire property to do so that's great.
Hey guys, we're here in the park again with Janet and Wally, and we want to tell you what our plans are to not just create a better park, but how this will help make a better community.
The first thing I would do is upgrade the area where the equipment is, adding a different type of mulch that is safer for children. The swing area, we definitely need to add some more swings. They have tandem swings now for adults and toddlers. I would add those. Fencing, I would bring down the fencing. It appears that this used to be a tennis court at one point. We want to bring that fencing down and just keep it a simple 4-foot chain link fence around. And then, of course, we want to add more benches for seating. And letting some more natural light in is very key. And I'll let Wally explain what needs to be done in regards to that.
I mean, it's the middle of the day, guys, and it's glorious today, and we don't get any sunlight. So Wally, you tell us how you're going to help us get more sunlight.
Well, first of all, the trees on the property are gorgeous. They're some of the nicest trees I think I've seen in town. But they definitely need to be lifted. It's obvious they haven't been touched in a long time. So the trees need to be, technically, they need to be thinned out. Definitely let in a lot more light. And as Janet said, with the fencing coming down, the playground, there's a playground mulch that we can put. It's really refined. It's almost like coffee grinds. It's very safe. That's something I would put in here. And I would actually utilize, since you have irrigation on the entrance side and you have irrigation on the pool where it meets the pool, utilize the irrigation there, and you can put up, some type of, hedge barrier, between the park and between the pool area. So that's another key benefit there. If we have to add any irrigation, at least it's right there if we need to come into the park. So definitely lifting the trees, letting light, fixing, dropping the fencing, getting the right type of mulch in here, and putting a barrier between the park and between the pool.
And what that does to you is not only does it improve the curb appeal, it increases the community-like feeling in a property. So what that does is it adds value to the tenants, it upgrades their experience, it dramatically increases just how good the neighborhood becomes. And when you have happy tenants, when you have a good property manager, when you've got a great team like ours taking care of your investment, you are happy because your money is working for you while you sleep.